you eventually made your way back to Liverpool. And then that was, that was a strange situation because other keepers came in, and was there a shift in the management as well? And was that a taste of the how crazy it can be at the top level in England?
I mean, it's crazy every day. I mean, you have competition.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, every Premier League club, their number one, number two, and number three are internationals. And like you're always up against great competition. Um, the I signed for Roy Evans. David James was already there. We had a competition between us, and then they brought in Gerard Houllier as a co-manager with Roy, and there was a big split between Roy and Gerard. Um, and Gerard really wanted most of Roy's players out once he took over fully as the manager. Obviously, kept Michael Owen, kept Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher for obvious reasons. He did offer me a contract to stay, but he had also bought Sander Westerveld at the time, and I wanted to go play. And he was playing Sander at the time, and Graham Souness had gone to Blackburn, and there were quite a few teams that had come in for me. Benfica came in for me, and Sheffield Wednesday came in for me. Um, Sunderland came in for me. Southampton came in for me. But they let me go because Blackburn was in the championship at the time, and I wouldn't play against them. The two teams they were willing to let me go to were Benfica and Blackburn. They didn't want me to go to another Premier League team. So, so I didn't, I supported Liverpool growing up. I didn't want to leave Liverpool, but I had to leave Liverpool to go play consistent football. And going to Blackburn, that was the best decision of my entire career.
And why was that, ultimately, was it just because, you got your foothold as a, you know, out and out starter for years after that? Was it something about the club and the city? What was so perfect about it?
Well, Blackburn is a family club, but it was back, looking back on it, I was fortunate to have probably the best board in all of football that had ever been around, and I've consulted with many boards since, and it still is. John Williams, Tom Finn, Andrew Pincher, um, Martin Goodman, those guys, Rob Core, um, they ran the club from Sir Jack Walker's trust that was set up it's so impeccably well. We had the strikers at the club. I mean, think about it. We had Matt Jansen, England international, Damien Duff, Irish international. We had Andy Cole, speaks for itself. Dwight York speaks for itself. Roque Santa Cruz, Craig Bellamy, Benny McCarthy, two guy. Like we and I was there 8.5 seasons. I think we competed in Europe in European competition 6 of the seasons. We won a league cup promotion. I went there. I think in November of that year, and Graham Souness did really smart signings. Got all Premier League players in, from mainly from Man United, Liverpool, and Everton, and we promoted. The three promoted sides that year were Bolton, Fulham, and us, and we all stayed up in the Premier League the following year. Like it was a good move. In 1995, Blackburn had won the Premier League. It was a big club, a family-run club, but a big club, a big history, and it was just wonderful. Some incredible people, great players, and for whatever reason, my whole career, my first like little three to 4 months that I was at Liverpool, was the most inconsistent I had ever played in my career. And it wasn't like nerves or anything like that; it just happened. I learned from it, and when I moved, it was just sort of the rest is history. And I ended up playing at one stage like 310 games in a row with over three different clubs. So it was the right thing to do. I think if you look at Tim's career, he was dropped at Man United, wasn't going to get a game, and he did a very similar thing and went to Everton, which is a great club, and had a wonderful career. So sometimes the grass is not greener, and sometimes it is. For me, it was.